Hello, I'm going to show you how to use a scarf as a breastfeeding aid or bottle feeding aid as well. So that could be giving you a bit of relief on your shoulders and help support the weight of your baby. You don't need a sling to be able to have some extra support for breastfeeding, but you can just use a very simple scarf. So I have some example, something maybe a bit thicker than this, but if this is the only thing you have, then you can go for that. It's quite strong. You can go for like pashminas, this kind of scarves as well. Make sure if it's got fringes or anything like that, that it's not in the way. Nothing too long because you'll end up having quite a lot of length on the floor. Usually pashminas work really quite well, so I will say go grab one. They're pretty cheap. It's really worth it and they're very pretty. So I really like using woven wraps, so I've got a very short woven wrap here and I'm going to be demoing with that. If you fancy yourself a short woven wrap, a size 1 or size 2 is way enough. Size 1 is good, and it's always handy to have anywhere with you. They fold really small and you can always use it as a very quick carrying aid or do like a proper full carry if you get caught short. So different ways to tie your scarf. You can just do a double knot, leaving just enough room to support your baby. But if you want to have a bit more leeway, you could do a slip knot. So I'm going to show you how to do one. Leave a bit of hanging, bring the other tail across like that, and then you're going to bring arms through diagonally, grab the tail, bring it over and do like a G shape, and then you're going to make a loop and then bring this over. Okay, and then you can see I can slide it up or down like that, so it's quite handy. I can control the tension and how much room I need for my baby. So you could do a sitting upright feeding. Bring the knot here, bring your baby on your shoulder, and I'm going to sit your baby like this. If your baby is very small, make sure you don't spread open the hips, okay? Just make sure you always follow your baby's natural body shape, and you can bring the fabric across the back like this, and then make sure the baby's at breast height, or if you want to just bottle feed, you can have your baby more to the front and then feed like this. And then if you need to retighten a little bit, you can do that, and that gives you some nice relief. You can spread the fabric on your shoulder, on your back, and what you're doing is that you're supporting your baby's neck. So for bottle feeding, breastfeeding, always make sure that your baby's neck is supported, that you're not pushing the head forward, so let your baby come off, and that you can always see the nose. For both bottle feeding and breastfeeding, you want the head and the spine to always be aligned, and it's very important. Breastfeeding and bottle feeding in slings is not completely hands-free. You always need to support your baby's back of the neck, top of the shoulders, and you always need to monitor your baby. Okay, so if you're very busy looking after running around toddlers or anything else, just always make sure to remember your baby's still here. You still need to monitor so your baby doesn't end up pressed against the breast. Okay, so upright like that. If you are bottle feeding, you can sit your baby just like that, and then bottle feed. Make sure the head isn't tilted back, just like you would do in arms basically. If you don't want to use your hand, you can always use your elbow, but make sure you're very well supporting, your baby's very well supported. We can do it cradle, so you can bring your baby, just gonna move my tails like this. When you use a sling to support your baby, always make sure that you're supporting from inside the knees all the way, maximum here shoulders, if you can a bit more, if your scarf isn't too narrow. If not, if you're feeding like this, that's fine as well. The whole time you need to support the neck anyway. So you can breastfeed like that, or you can bottle feed, bring your baby back up a little bit more like that. Okay, you can also do a rugby hold if you're breastfeeding, so it's totally feasible. You bring your baby like this, and then I'm gonna make sure my baby's supported everywhere, all the way across the body, and I'm gonna feed like this. If you're breastfeeding, also try to remember to let your baby cup the breast so your baby can push away when they're done. But always support, and make sure once your baby's done, you bring your baby back upright. You burp your baby before you put them back in a sling if you're using a sling, as they don't like to have too much pressure on the stomach after they're done. Okay, I hope that helps. Very handy tips. Use it every time. It's giving you a lot of relief. Once you're done, you can always give yourself a little shoulder roll like that, relieve any tension. It's very important. And keep going. Thank you for watching.